Alexey, welcome to the Leanpub launch video for cracking the system design interview for data engineers. I was wondering if you could take a moment to talk to all of us a little bit about yourself and about your book and what it's about and who it's for.
Yes, thank you very much for this opportunity. About me, first of all, I have been working about 20 years in IT industry, more with data. Earlier, I worked with on-premise classical databases, relation databases. I built different reporting systems, and currently I'm working with the cloud technologies, with the modern data warehouses, lake houses, and so on. So one time, but not one time, but I seldom I I'm taking part in interview process as a employer or as a hire, and I conduct a job interview. And of course, I collected a lot of different recipes about system design. I have read a lot of different books, and I realized that how to prepare to system design for senior staff, for senior positions. There is no single single uh, single book or simple recipes for that. So that I decided to write my own book, mm, uh, how to crack this interview step, system design interview.
Yeah, it's a very comprehensive book, and you can tell from reading it that it's a very real world experience behind it. There are lots of examples, and it's there. I mean, anyone who's ever been in a difficult job interview with kind of, you know, elite people knows what it's like to be stared at and asked hard questions. And one thing you learn if you've been on the other side of the desk is the more preparation you could tell a prepared candidate
Yeah,
like that
yes.
from their just behavior and their reactions. And your book is so great because it gives people a whole store of things to call upon when they're asked these questions. One question I have for you is it's a bit cheesy, but when you've been interviewing people, what's the biggest mistake you think people make? Not the question they get wrong, but is it a matter of attitude or something they didn't prepare for?
Mhm. Yes, the biggest mistake, they come unprepared.
Right.
It is the biggest mistake from my opinion.
And one thing I've experienced a little bit too is sometimes even the smartest people can sometimes kind of crack under the pressure. Is that also a lack of not preparedness
Yeah,
typically?
yes. I want to say it is there is must be system how to
Right.
take part in this interview process. Say that, do not say that, say
Right.
first that, say second that. So it must be a specific system
Yeah.
to be clear, to be precise.
Yeah. It's very interesting too. One thing I often find with the best books on Leanpub is they say exactly. I'm just looking at the beginning of your book here, where you say I wrote this book because nothing like it existed, and that's often I find people are like, there's just nothing out there like this. Interview books, things like that, are often really good, and I think this is the first we've had, particularly on
Mhm.
like data systems and data vaults and stuff like that. Why Kafka versus something else, and you give people very clear answers and examples. I always like to joke that it goes against my nature to have short conversations about these, but that's the idea. I hope people have gotten a good idea of what the book is about.
Yes.
It's and whether you're like interviewing or whether you're facing actual kind of issues with your kind of data engineer questions and stuff like that. This book has many real world examples. It's a great book. It's cracking the system design interview for data engineers. Alexei, thank you very much for taking some time out of your evening
Thank you.
today to talk
Thank
to me.
you. I very appreciate you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.